it's my favorite thing to do. Okay, so today we're going to read Alexander and the Terrible, Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Day. Touch your nose if you've had a bad day before. Sometimes it happens. All right. And this is the title page. And it says, Alexander and the Terrible, Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Day by Judith Forst. Judith is the
author.
Oh, quiet hands.
Author.
Adele?
Author.
Author. Thank you. Okay. Yes, Vicky.
I watched Alexander Very Bad Day. I watched the show over there.
Yeah, it's a movie.
I watched the show over there.
He stays there. Okay, let's start with the story. I went to sleep with gum in my mouth, and now there's gum in my hair. And when I got out of bed this morning, I tripped on the skateboard, and by mistake, I dropped my sweater in the sink while the water was running. And I could tell it was going to be a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. That does not sound like a good start. At breakfast, Anthony found a Corvette Stingray car kit in his breakfast cereal box, and Nick found a junior undercover agent code ring in his breakfast cereal box. But in my breakfast cereal box, all I found was breakfast cereal. I think I'll move to Australia. How many of you know where Australia is? Let's see if we can find it. Okay. Bren, where's Australia? Can you come up and point to it? Very good. Do you see this is where Australia is? Do you know where we live? We live all the way over here. To get to Australia, you'd have to go all the way down here. Yeah, it's a very long airplane ride. I think about 16 hours.
Or a boat ride.
Yes, or a boat
Or
ride.
1600.
Same
Or
to
even
Brett.
a ferry boat. 100 minutes.
So he said, I think I'll move to Australia. In the carpool, Miss Gibson let Becky have a seat by the window. Audrey and Elliot got the seats by the window too. I said I was being scrunched. I said I was being smushed. I said if I don't get out a seat by the window, I'm going to be carsick. No one even answered. I could tell it was going to be a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. At school, Miss Dickens liked Paul's picture of the sailboat better than my picture of the invisible castle. At singing time, she said I sang too loud. At counting time, she said I left out 16. Who needs 16? I could tell it was going to be a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. Yeah. I could tell because Paul said I wasn't his best friend anymore. He said that Philip Parker was his best friend and that Albert Mayo was his next best friend and that I was only his third best friend. I hope you sit on a tack, I said to Paul. I hope the next. It has been a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. My mom says some days are like that. Even in Australia. Right?
Isn't that a dream?
Huh?
Isn't that a dream?
It wasn't a dream. That was really his day. He really just had a horrible day.
Yeah.
What were some of the things that he could have done differently, do you think, to make his day better? What do you think, Adele?
To do whatever he wants.
Yeah, but let's pretend he had to do the same things. What do you think he could have changed? Yes.
He could have just sat while he was waiting for his dad to pick him up.
That's right. He could have changed his behavior. Very, very clever. I know all of you scholars are smart enough to change your behavior. Yes, Ariana.
Or he can go to the playground.
that he could have changed what he did, or he could have just changed how he reacted to the situation. Okay, so today we're going to talk about feelings and emotions. What are feelings? Do any of you know what feelings are? Yes, Liliana.
It's like if you're very sad when somebody else is happy.
That's right. So let's swivel around and let's look at the whiteboard over here. Let's write on the board some feelings that we can have.
Like sad, and we feel that
Okay.
somebody else feels happy, that feels
So here's all the feelings that we can have. And I want to see quiet hands. So, what was his feeling in the book? Yes. Or, was he mad? He was mad at points. He was fighting, wasn't he? So he was mad. Yes.
happy.
Was he ever happy in the story? No. Is happy a feeling we can have? Yes. Happy. We can put a smiley face right there. That means happy. Mad? Mad looks more like this. Not very happy at all.
What does top say?
Says all feelings. So we're going to learn about our feelings today. Amia. Sad. Okay.
Is there a sad?
Yes.
Not feeling very well on a bad day.
Yeah. Not feeling well or maybe sick?
Not being bad on your bad day.
Oh, you mean trying to be happy even though it's a bad day? Yeah? Trying to be happy. This is a long sentence. Trying to be happy. Okay. I have to move this. So, okay. Does everyone have the same feelings? Does Emily and Chloe have the same feelings?
Yes.
Yeah, they do have the same feelings. Yes.
Everybody doesn't really have the same feeling. Some people feel sad, and some feel happy, some feel mad,
That's a really good point you make. We all share the same kinds of feelings, so we all have happy, mad, sad. Sometimes we feel sick. Sometimes we try to be happy even when we're really not very happy. We keep trying to be happy. But do we all have these feelings the same at the same time? No. We all have different feelings at different times, and that's the tricky part, right? When we come to school and somebody takes our toy, how does that make us feel? Sad. If we're playing and somebody gives us a toy, how does that make us feel? Yes, Adele. It makes us feel happy. What if, like in the book, Alexander, his best friend said, "You're not my best friend today." How would that make you feel? Sad. It makes us feel really sad. So when we're playing with our friends, do we want to say things that might make them sad, like, "You're not my friend anymore"? That's really, that is really sad, and it makes us almost want to cry, because does everyone need friends? Yeah, everyone needs friends. That makes us what? Happy. Do our friends fill our buckets? Yeah, our friends fill our buckets. Okay. Yeah, when you get sick and they bring you a gift to help you feel better. Yeah, friends are super important. Yes, Toby. Yeah. So when our friends are sick, we need to be careful. Okay, here's another question. When somebody talks really loudly in your ear, how does that make you feel? It hurts, right? It hurts your ear maybe, and it makes you feel kind of sad, or it could make you feel mad.
It can make you cry.
Yeah. So should we yell in our friends' ears?
No.
So if somebody spoke, how would that make you feel? Yeah. Oh my, that's unpleasant. Yes, Liliana. I understand that. Okay, so when somebody talks softly to you, when I whisper something, how does that make you feel? Acceptable behavior is good behavior. Not acceptable is behavior that is A or B level behavior. Yeah, we don't want A or B level behavior. So what kind of words can we say to our friends that would help them have C and D behavior? Liliana. Yeah. Those are words that make us happy. That's filling each other's buckets. What kind of words would not be acceptable? Yes. Right. Yeah. Saying, I don't want to be your friend. Do you know if somebody told me that, do you know what my feeling would be? Sad. I would feel so sad. I would just feel sad. This is a super long sentence. I don't want to be your friend. Period. And that's a sad sentence. Yes, Adele.
If somebody's in an appointment and having a baby, you could give somebody something.
You could take them a gift. And would that be part of our core values? What core value would doing acceptable behavior be under? Would that be, yeah.
That's doing private. That's doing acceptable virtue.
Public and private virtue. And I know all of you can display public and private virtue. And taking gifts to a sick friend or someone who's just had a baby is a perfect example of displaying public and private virtue. Yes, Chloe.
The only thing that you can say to a friend is that I hate you.
Oh, that's a really, really sad
I
sentence.
know one. It's when you say that I don't like you when you hate me. That's not funny. I got one. Where's Zero the Hero?
I don't know where Zero the Hero is today.
I got one. When somebody takes your toy, then that makes me very sad. If somebody takes your hat, then that makes you very sad.
Yeah, so if somebody took your hat, what would you do?
Cry.
Cry, you could cry.
You could.
Or be upset. And those are acceptable, that's an acceptable way to deal with somebody taking your toy. What would be not acceptable? What kind of behavior would not be acceptable if somebody took your toy? Yes.
If my mom, if someone takes one of your dad's keys,
Liliana. And we're gonna go to our tables, and I have a sheet that has faces on it. And the faces are people faces, and on the faces, you can draw this kind of a face, or this kind of a face. What kind of face is that?
Happy.
Happy. What kind of face is this?
Sad.
It's like a mad face. So, Red Row, go ahead and find some seats. Yes, Ariana.
But it doesn't have eyebrows on it.
I know, because I'm not a very good artist.
What about sad?
Yes, we could do sad. I'll let you draw sad. Okay, Orange Row, go ahead and find a seat. Yes. Oh my, that's worse. Purple Row, go ahead and find a place to sit and your pencil box.
Go look in the crayon bin and for black.
Touch your nose when you're done drawing. I'm sleepy. Oh, I see lots of touching noses. I think we're ready to move on. I'm afraid. This one is I'm afraid. Yes.
Blue.
Blue? You think blue would be a good I'm afraid color?
I think green. Red.
Red or green?
Green.
Green? Okay, let's use green. Let's do a green piano. And what kind of face do you think I'm afraid might have?
S-C.
A what? Uh-huh. A squiggly? Oh, that's a good one. I like that one. Give him a nose. And maybe like, I don't know. Is that a good scared one? I'm afraid? Yeah, I think so. Kind of silly, isn't it? Okay, we've got two more. And you know what? This is not all of the fillings we can have. We can have lots more fillings than this. This is just some of them. Okay, the next one is I'm angry.
Red. Red.
Okay, let's use red. And let's see how we can draw an I'm angry face. He's kind of like, I'm sad and I'm mad at the same time.
Is that a mad face?
He said I'm angry. It's kind of like,
Ooh, I like those angry eyebrows. Ooh, angry eyebrows.
I don't want an angry.
yeah.
I like
The last one is I'm hot.
Oh, yeah.
Red.
Yeah, I think I'm hot is also orange. Do you think orange? Yes, orange. Red. I'm gonna use red because when I get hot, I get red. My face gets a little bit too warm and it just shows up red and hot.
Great work.